Welcome to the Big Guy Garage. If you're new here, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you're returning to watch videos, please hit that share button. We really need your support, but this is what we do here. Classics, rat rods, hot rods, resto mods. So, and also you can jump onto the shop and pick up the clothes, the shirts that help support the channel. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And here's your video. Alright, so what you saw us doing yesterday was trying to get the cab square, which most of the times these bodies aren't going to be square themselves. But we basically have it now. My camera was a little off, you saw all that. But I hope you did get to see me blast my head on this piece of wood. It killed. I hit it hard. I mean, I come hard on it. I'm just glad I hit right here instead of where this bolt was right here. But we are going to be making body mounts today. We actually have the factory mounts that were on the old frame. We cut them off. And all we had to do was cut them down. And that's it. We're going to build some spacers out of some 2x2 square or some round. I don't know what he got yet. Weld them onto there. Probably pull the body back off after we get it where we want it. And then we will full weld our frame mounts. Get them clean and everything. Mount the front. Then start tweaking the back to where it's straight. Because when the front's straight, the back ain't straight. Because again, a lot of these bodies are warped. Back here, you can see one side is almost touching the frame, the other side's huge gap. So once we get the front mounted, we'll have to move this over just by basically pushing it and twisting it and spacing it. It's the only way we're going to get it. I don't know where he's at right now, but we'll be getting started on this here directly. Once it's mounted up there, we will drill holes and use the actual mounts that were on here, which are some kind of like spring clevis thing, some weird thing like that. We're just going to drill holes, rebolt it. It'll be good. After that's done, what I think we're going to do is put something to measure where our firewall is. And at that point, the old 350, which you can't see right now behind the welding cart, but the old 350, we have got to make motor mounts, trans mount, and make sure it fits underneath the cab. Because right now, man, it's tight. We're probably going to have to make a new trans mount. We need about 10 inches of clearance. And that is from that's the height of the transmission at the tail where it needs to be. Now, that's probably going to have to be moved back. And there's going to need to be 10 inches between the transmission, for the fit in the bottom of the frame to the top of the cab, or the bottom of the cab. Whew, a lot of info. And then from that point, we're probably going to use, we might use the original motor mounts that were on the old 49 frame and kind of make them work on here. We just don't know yet. There's a lot to do. We are using the new brake pedal assembly and brakes to have power brakes on the 49, whereas before it had straight manual brakes. The clutch is manual. We'll have to figure out how to make that work. The throttle is just a bent rod, so anything we can make to use that. Other than that, it will be just basically getting the motor trans set up. Then after that's set up, we'll get the front end on, bolt it to the cab, make our mounts up front for that, put the bed on, rewire everything. Well, not rewire, reconnect all the wiring, reconnect all the engine wiring. Excuse me. Reconnect the heating and cooling systems, Well, not cooling, heating. There's no AC on this truck. And run it, make sure it runs and drives, and move it on. Yeah, it's this one's going together fast because, you know, we're not welding firewall, floorboards. We do have to make bed mounts, but those won't be too big of a deal. You can see our bed back here. That's not what you think it is. Don't freak out. It's okay. You're not gonna catch it. I don't have it. Shh, be quiet. All right, but make the bed mounts. Put the bed back in. Exhaust back on. Step boards back on. Done. But that's still a ways away. But let's jump back on it.
Do Now if you ever meet your friend, this of course I recommend, cause you're like, It was a strange movie. It was a strange movie. A strange movie. It was a strange movie. A strange movie. It was a strange movie. It was a strange movie.